Hey everybody, it's William here. I try not to get riled up about the jokers that are in control in Israel, in the government over there. And I can't go into great detail about all that right now because this is more important. I'm about to tell you is just a lot more important. I need everybody that watches this video to, click on the petition link and sign this petition, okay? I'm going to put up some related videos of my favorites on this from some of the other YouTube channels out there. There was a modern-day hero, okay? A guy named Roi Klein, modern-day Jewish hero who jumped on a hand grenade. He's a major. He jumped on a hand grenade to save his soldiers because he was on the front line as a major. He was on the front line with his soldiers, and he saw a hand grenade in a split-second reaction, jumped on the hand grenade, okay, and said, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, which is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Okay, this is a prayer that Jews say. We affirm this every day, that God is one. That everything you see is part of God. God is one. We're all part of God. We're all linked together. All Jews are brothers and sisters. And we have jokers in the government right now, like Ehud Barak, who is a joker, who is going to sign an order to destroy this man's house that is up in, what the world calls the West Bank, and we call Judea and Samaria or the Shomron. And just for you people, I got to just say this, that Bibi Netanyahu, he's a clown. He should have a jester hat on. The guy is a total clown. And the bottom line is that you think he's some right-winger, and the world portrays him as a right-winger. He's garbage, okay? He's a member of the CFR, and as you can see, as soon as he got voted into power, touting a right-wing agenda, he speaks with a forked tongue, like the current president of America, and, of course, brought Barak into his government, a Labor Party. Barak had no seats, but rather than bringing parties like Ehud Leumi and extreme right-wing parties, real right-wing parties, Netanyahu does this stuff. But anyway, let's just read this article. Here's an article. I'm going to give you the link to the article as well. It's as reported in Israel National News, which is Katzela's, who is the head of Ehud Leumi. It's his. He actually put Israel National News together, and God bless him for that, because it's one of the only real news sources that you can get out of Israel. But major war hero, Major Roi Klein's home is on the chopping block. On the chopping block. On Monday, the High Court in Israel ruled in favor of far-left organization Peace Now. And ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be the links to Peace Now, to their email address. I'm giving you 3 email addresses for Peace Now. Send them emails. Voice your displeasure. Okay. Peace Now and Yesh and ordered that 11 homes in Samaria, the town of Eli, in Samaria, be torn down. One of the homes in question belongs to IDF Major Roi Klein, who was killed in the Second Lebanon War when he jumped on a live hand grenade thrown down by Hizbullah forces in order to save his soldiers. Major Klein's last words, as I said, were Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. He said them with intent. He said them with integrity. This is the last words. He's jumped on a hand grenade. He knew he was going to die. And what did he say? That Hashem is one. He protected his soldiers, and he looked out for other people's lives in selfless sacrifice. A real hero, not a worm, like is in control of America, America too, and Israel, and the court systems in both countries. A bunch of jokers. Okay. Email readers can click here and view the report, and of course, I'm going to send you that link that they say to click here. I'm going to put it on the screen. The Klein family is located in the Hayovel neighborhood of Eli. The neighborhood received government support and services over the course of more than a decade, but never received official authorization, which is just really the stroke of a pen by the jokers in the Israeli government. Peace Now, which is an organization I should stick my finger in my throat and vomit right now over this organization. If they're Jews, they are, I don't want to speak Lashon Hara about my people, but they're not my friends. Peace Now claims that some of the homes are built on Arab-owned land. According to the residents of Eli, part of one building out of the 11 does extend on Arab land, so I guess they could, take that down. But the other homes in the neighborhood, including Klein's family, his residents, are built on entirely Israel state land. Klein's final act of bravery led to the state posthumously awarding him the Medal of Valor. Okay? This is the highest honor in the ADF, and the Medal of Valor had not been given out in 30 years. He was the first recipient of a Medal of Valor in 30 years. Klein's widow, Sarah, declined to respond to the High Court's ridiculous decision that could allow her and her 2 young children to be homeless. I mean, this is a soldier's wife, a hero's wife, and his 2 young children. They lost their father, these kids, and now the court is going to spit on them. Okay? We need to stop this, ladies and gentlemen. You need to sign this petition. You need to make this happen. If you do one thing in your life for a Jewish cause, this needs to be it. Okay. Klein's widow, Sarah, declined to comment, and neighbors described the news as a harsh blow, and particularly in light of the fact that it came almost exactly 3 years after the Major's death, and shortly before a scheduled IDF memorial ceremony in his honor. Will your hand not tremble, Ehud Barak, you worm? Following the ruling, the Land of Israel Legal Forum sent an emotional appeal to Defense Minister Ehud Barak, who I have a picture, and I'll be more than happy to send you the picture of Ehud Barak shaking the hand and being all buddy-buddy with the King of Jordan, because they're in the same little clique, the same little club in this global domination thing. But again, we'll save that for another day. Calling on Ehud Barak to honor Major Klein, a real hero, by authorizing his family's home and making it legal. Will your hand, as that responsible for destroying the home of this hero in Israel, not tremble as you sign this demolition order? The forum chairman, Nahi Ayal, asked. With your signature, you can turn this home to legal. Barak. Legal. But you refuse. Does the law not require you to destroy the home of a hero of Israel who gave his life for his people and his soldiers? The letter continued, if there is any legal way to prevent this travesty, you must make use of it. When he gave his life, Klein became a national hero and a symbol of bravery and sacrifice, Eyal noted. If Barak, now we're talking, the Barak I'm talking about is Ehud Barak, not the other Joker Barak that we all know, in America here. Okay. If Barak allows the Klein family's home to be destroyed, this will send a message that will be disastrous to both civilians and soldiers, he warned. Now, if there remains any significance to the duty of our fallen, now is the time to prove it, he concluded. Now, I'm going to send a link. There's a link here, Israel National News link. There's also a link that I have here to the petition. I'm going to be putting that in the video as well. And then also here, some email addresses for Peace Now. These left-wing liberal slime buckets, okay, that are constant. First of all, where do they get their funds? We need to look into that. If we have any lawyers that are, that have a little pro bono time, you really need to look into this organization, Peace Now, and go after them. Okay, because I know in Massachusetts, for sure, I had sent an email to one of the government officials in Massachusetts. I could dig that out for you if you're an attorney and you want to see it, where they never filed they haven't filed in like 10 years in Massachusetts. The corporate filings, the filings that they need to do on a yearly basis, they haven't done, and they're still claiming, this and this through the state of Massachusetts. So I'm appealing to everybody out there. You really must sign this petition. This guy, Roi Klein, Major Roi Klein, a hero, a modern-day hero to the Jewish people. Somebody, any soldier, any civilian, anybody would look up to and try to emulate his life, his selfless sacrifice in his life, and his name needs to be honored. And by signing this petition, you will be honoring his name. And I really appreciate your help with this. So I'm just going to sign off and say have a great day. Mashiach now. Hopefully God will reveal himself on this planet in our lifetime, even though we don't merit it. It's about time the desecration of his name ended, and hopefully God will, because of the desecration of his name, will come and reveal himself and put things in order like they need to be. So I wish this should happen now, soon in our lifetime.